Bless up, bless up, bless all the way up. It's your boy Change Agent Cooper. It's been a while, but make sure you like this channel, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell for notifications so you can be alerted when this content is coming out. Got a lot to say, and I'm going to say it. Got a lot of experience, strength, and hope, and I'm going to share it. For me not to, that would be blasphemy. So today I want to talk again about pre-release engagement. So for the people who are doing the reentry work, listen up, listen up, listen up. You do not want to wait till a person gets out of prison to serve them. If you wait until they have been released from prison to serve them, you have failed them. Pre-release engagement is so important because at the end of the day, right, when a person comes home from prison, they got tons of things that they have to do, tons of things to do. They got to get they ID, social security card, birth certificate, medications, job, housing, food, family reunification, clothes, probation officer, so many components of reentry, and it can be layered. There's going to be some reentry simulations coming up in the month of April. I hope you can take time to check one of those out so you can get a feel of what it's like for people coming home from prison that's reentering society, and how it's so many things that they have to do coming home, and how challenging it is even to connect with certain resources. And so pre-release engagement is so important. It is crucial for you to be able to have to contribute to a person having a healthy re-entry experience. You can't wait till they get out to serve them. You got to connect with them before they get out. How do you get access to knowing who's getting out? You got to be loud. Be loud on social media, churches, barbershops, everywhere, letting people know, hey, we're a reentry service provider. There are people who have loved ones who will reach out to you and refer them to you. You see what I'm saying? But you got to make sure the world knows, make sure your community knows. This is why it's important to be in community. You dig what I'm saying? Power to the people, because the people are the power. So you got to be in community so people know who you are and what you do, what you offer. And so let these families know, like, hey, if you got a loved one that's being released from prison within the next amount of time, here, put them on our radar. You feel me? And then you got their name, their date of birth. You can look them up on the public facing system, and or if they in a federal prison, you can also uh, uh, figure out ways to get a hold of them. We got a solid guy named Artie Swinton in this area. So whenever it's somebody coming to the Western region, we're able to tap in with him. And so this is what you have to do, is connect with folks before they get out. And I'm going to tell you why. When they do come home, right, they come home. I'm going to give you a scenario. A person, and this happens to us oftentimes with Operation Gateway, and we had to modify our approach because we are an anti-burnout organization. I'll repeat that. We are an anti-burnout organization. We're not a reactionary organization. We are a proactive organization. And so when we get people put on our radar that just got out or got out 2 days ago, stuff like that, when we didn't get to properly plan to serve them, then it it can cause havoc in a person's schedule. And so a person might have something scheduled to be with somebody providing services, building relationship, getting them connected to resources and what have you. And then they get a call like, hey, oh my gosh, I got somebody that just got to my halfway house, or just got here, or I got a family member that just did this. They need everything right now. Can you help them? That person can't drop what they're doing, that schedule on their calendar, what they're doing with this individual, to go and do that. And there were times where we tried to just drop everything and figure it all out. But that's what we learned is it's not effective, it's not healthy, and it's not efficient. And we want to make sure that the change agents that are doing this work understand that it's a marathon. We are an anti-burnout organization with Operation Gateway, and this is why we believe in pre-release engagement. And what that looks like is we connect with a person before they get out. We assess their needs. We do a social determinant and a health screener. Once we have assessed their needs, we know what to prepare for when they come out, when they come home. If they're not with us the first day, they with us that second day. And we are getting them connected to resources based off of the needs assessment that we done before they got out. And we have it scheduled on our calendar to support the individual, as opposed to it being a last minute reactionary approach, which leads to burnout, which leads to stress, not just for the individual that's being served, but for the change agent that's doing the serving. And listen, people getting out of prison, they had to learn how to read people. You dig? They had to learn how to read people when they was in there to survive in prison. You got to learn how to read the environment. And so, an individual that you serving, they can tell if you rushing them, if you're not paying them attention, if you're on your phone, if you know what I'm saying, you're not giving them that true interpersonal support. And a lot of times, that's what they need the most. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna shut up because I wanted to keep this as a short video. We need not forget the value of the social and community context, which is a social determinant of health, and I believe it's the most important one. When you have a person coming home from prison that have survived that traumatizing experience, you did what I'm saying, and they coming home and they think they ain't got nobody to understand, and they ain't got no positive people that got their back whenever they're connecting with a change agent with lived experience, their hope dealer, their change agent. That change agent needs to be attentive in supporting this individual. That's what real peer support is anyway. You dig? And it's hard to do that whenever you don't properly plan. A wise man taught me 5 P's. Poor Proper planning prevents poor performance. I'm gonna say it one more time. 5 P's. Proper planning prevents poor performance. And this is why we do pre-release engagement. This is why we schedule times to be with our people. This is why transportation needs have a 24-hour notice. This is why we give them bus tickets. This is why we assist them with lifts into a certain capacity. You know what I'm saying? We properly plan because we are an anti-burnout organization. And pre-release engagement is at the forefront of how we roll with Operation Gateway. And our mission is to decrease recidivism by addressing the social determinants of health of returning citizens. And we ain't playing. One person at a time, one day at a time. You dig? We trying to change the world, y'all. And we believe in the social and community context component of those determinants. And this is why we are fully committed to quality control for the year 2024, because we are going to show people, not just in the town that we in now, but we're also providing technical assistance for those outside of this area, because we understand people coming home from prison are amazing contribution to the world, especially the ones who have made their minds up to do the right thing. Some of the best people that I met, some of the best friends that I ever had was in prison. And when they come home, and over 90% of the people in prison have a release date, when they come home, they be wanting to do the right thing. We want to be a part of making sure they have a healthy reentry experience so that they can reconnect with their families, participate in the economic mainstream, and show the world that people can change. Bless up.